What if the single most expensive purchase you make, besides a house, could actually be the last one you needed to make? Imagine buying a car and never having to worry about that sinking feeling when the check engine light comes on. Today, we live in an age of disposable technology. And let's be honest, cars are becoming just that. But it wasn't always this way. There was a time when engineers built engines not just to last the warranty period, but to last a lifetime. Today, we're counting down the 15 cars powered by engines that are the stuff of legend. These are the mechanical cockroaches, the immortal power plants, the engines that simply refuse to die. These are the cars with forever-lasting engines. If you believe a vehicle should be a trusted companion, not a ticking time bomb of repair bills, you're going to want to stick around. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because we're about to reveal the automotive immortals. Number 15. Chevrolet C1500, 1988, with a 350 small block V8 engine. Let's kick things off with the engine that was the heartbeat of America for decades. The Chevy 350 small block V8, found in the iconic CK series pickups. This engine is the definition of a workhorse. Here's the truth. Its beauty lies in its simplicity. No crazy turbos, no overly complex variable valve timing, just a pushrod V8 built from solid iron. These trucks were designed to be abused on farms and construction sites, and the 5.7-liter V8 was built to take it. Racking up 200,000 miles on one of these is considered standard. But listen, many owners will tell you, that's just getting it warmed up. Because the design is so fundamentally sound, and parts are so cheap and plentiful, you could practically rebuild one on the side of the road. It's a testament to the idea that sometimes the most reliable technology is the simplest. Number 14. Volkswagen Jetta TDI Mk4, 1999 to 2003, with the 1.9 TDI ALH engine. Now for something completely different. In the world of compact cars, one diesel engine earned a cult following so dedicated, they speak its name in hushed, reverent tones. The ALH. This 1.9-liter turbo diesel in the Mk4 Jetta and Golf is a marvel of efficiency and endurance. While its neighbors in the parking lot were on their second or third car, these TDIs were just hitting their stride at 250,000 miles. You wouldn't believe this, but hitting 400,000 or even 500,000 miles is not a fairy tale. It's a documented reality for owners who simply kept up with maintenance. The secret is in its robust internals and low-stress operation. It sips fuel at over 45 miles per gallon, while having the internal fortitude of a miniature freight train. The ALH proves that a small, efficient engine can be just as unkillable as a giant V8. Number 13. Volvo 240, 1985 to 1993, with the B230F red block engine. If you had to choose one car to survive the apocalypse, the Volvo 240 would be a very, very smart choice. These boxy Swedish tanks are legendary for their safety. But the real magic is under the hood. The B230F engine, affectionately known as the red block, is an automotive cockroach. We're talking about a simple 8-valve cast iron 4-cylinder that is ridiculously overbuilt. How overbuilt? There are documented cases of these cars crossing 1 million miles. Yes, 1 million miles on the original engine. Mechanics joke that you don't check the oil in a red block. The oil checks you. Even with neglect that would kill a modern engine in weeks, a red block will just keep chugging along. For these cars, 300,000 miles isn't high mileage. It's the end of the break-in period. Number 12. Jeep Cherokee XJ 1987 to 2001. With the AMC 4.0-liter inline-6 engine. There's a reason you still see so many boxy old Cherokees on the road and dominating off-road trails. It's the engine. The AMC-designed 4.0-liter straight-six is one of the toughest, most reliable engines ever put in a 4x4. It's a design that traces its roots back to the 1960s, perfected over decades into a masterpiece of durability. Here's the truth. This engine produces a mountain of torque right off idle, meaning it never has to work hard. Whether you're crawling over rocks or just driving to the grocery store, the engine is barely breaking a sweat. This low-stress life is the secret to its longevity. Pushing past 300,000 miles is common, and many have gone far beyond that. The 4.0L straight-six isn't just an engine, it's the heart and soul of a legend. Number 11. Ford Crown Victoria, 1998 to 2001, with the 4.6-liter modular V8 engine. If you want proof of an engine's reliability, look at what the pros use. For decades, police departments, taxi companies, and government fleets had one car of choice, the Ford Crown Victoria. And the reason was, it's nearly indestructible, 4.6-liter modular V8. This engine was not designed for high performance. It was designed to run and run and run, often for 24 hours a day. It's a smooth, under-stressed V8 that spends most of its life at low RPMs. But that's not all. Because they were used in such demanding roles, they were built to be easily maintained and incredibly tolerant of abuse. Finding a used police interceptor or taxi with 250,000 miles is easy. Finding one that isn't ready for another 250,000 miles is the hard part. The engine will almost always outlast the rest of the car. We're about to crack the top 10, and trust me, the engines from here on out are absolute titans of the automotive world. If you think you know which car will claim the #1 spot, drop your guess in the comments below. And if you appreciate content that celebrates real engineering over flashy marketing, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it. Number 10. Lexus LS400, 1990 to 2000, with the 1UZ FE V8 engine. When Toyota decided to take on Mercedes-Benz and BMW, they knew they couldn't just build a good car. They had to build a perfect one. The result was the Lexus LS400, and its heart was the legendary 1UZ FE. This engine was the result of a rumored $1 billion development budget, and it shows. It was so smooth you could balance a pyramid of champagne glasses on it while it was running. But hold up, beneath that silky exterior was a core of pure toughness. Toyota's engineers overbuilt every single component, from the forged crankshaft to the 6-bolt main bearings. This V8 was designed to be the most reliable luxury engine on the planet. Seeing an LS400 with 300,000 miles on the clock, still running like a Swiss watch, isn't rare. It's expected. The 1UZ FE didn't just challenge the Germans, it redefined what reliability in a luxury car could be. Number 9. Acura Integra 1994 to 2001, with the B18C VTEC engine. Can a high-performance engine that screams to over 8,000 RPM also be ridiculously reliable? Honda answered that question with a resounding yes. The B-Series engines, particularly the B18C, found in the Acura Integra GSR, are masterpieces of engineering. They delivered an exhilarating VTEC kick that made them icons of the sport compact scene. But here's the crazy part. They were also built to last forever. Thanks to Honda's meticulous assembly, high-quality materials, and brilliant design, these engines could withstand incredible abuse. Even after being modified, raced, and redlined daily, it's commonplace to see B-Series engines sail past 250,000 miles with no internal issues. They are proof that you don't have to sacrifice durability to have a whole lot of fun. Number 8. Dodge Dart 1960 to 1970, with the 225 slant 6 engine. Let's turn back the clock to an engine so famous for its durability, it earned the nickname the Leaning Tower of Power. Chrysler's 225 slant 6, found in cars like the Dodge Dart and Plymouth Valiant, is a true icon of longevity. It was tilted at a 30-degree angle, not for performance, but for packaging. And this happy accident resulted in a design that was incredibly robust. This engine is the definition of old-school toughness. We're talking about a simple, cast iron lump that was known to run even when horribly neglected. Stories from that era are legendary. Owners who never changed the oil, ran it low on coolant, and it just kept going. The bodies of these cars would often succumb to rust and fall apart, while the 225 slant 6 under the hood was still purring, ready for another 100,000 miles. Number 7. Mercedes-Benz 300D, 1977 to 1985, with the OM6117 diesel engine. There are long-lasting engines, and then there is the OM617. This 5-cylinder diesel from Mercedes-Benz, most famously housed in the W123 chassis, isn't just an engine, it's a multi-generational heirloom. This is the engine that powered taxi fleets across Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, regularly clocking over 600,000 miles, and in some cases, well over 1 million. You wouldn't believe this, but its internals are so robust and its fuel system so simple and mechanical that it can run on a variety of low-quality fuels and just keep on going. With basic maintenance like valve adjustments, the OM617 is widely considered one of the most durable automobile engines ever created. Owning one isn't just owning a car, it's owning a piece of industrial history that happens to be street legal. Number 6. Ford F-150, 1965 to 1996, with the 300 inline-6 engine. Before V8s became the standard, the king of the Ford truck lineup was an engine with legendary toughness, the 300 cubic inch inline-6. For over 30 years, this was Ford's go-to engine for its F-Series trucks, and for good reason. It was an industrial-grade motor in a consumer package. But listen to this. Unlike most engines that use a timing belt or chain, the 300 inline-6 used a set of heavy-duty gears. That means there's no chain to stretch or belt to break. It's a direct, unbreakable connection. This engine made its power low in the RPM range, meaning it never had to work hard. It was so reliable that Ford also used it in UPS trucks, wood chippers, and industrial generators. It's an engine that truly was built Ford tough. We've arrived at the top 5. These are the God-tier engines. The machines whose reputations are so immense, they've become myths in their own right. If you've enjoyed this journey through automotive history, a subscription to the channel would be incredible. It helps us keep making videos, celebrating the very best cars ever built. Number 5. Acura RSX Type S 2002 to 2006. With the K20, as incredible as the Honda B-Series was, what came next was an evolution into modern greatness. The K-Series engine, especially the K20, found in the Acura RSX Type S and Civic Si, took everything that was great about its predecessor and made it even better. It revs to the moon, has that iconic VTEC crossover, and delivers thrilling performance. But that's not all. The biggest upgrade for longevity was the switch to a timing chain instead of a belt, removing one of the most critical maintenance items. The result is a high-performance 4-cylinder that thinks nothing of hitting 200,000 or 300,000 miles with just regular oil changes. The K20 is a modern marvel, representing the peak of naturally aspirated, reliable performance. Number 4. Buick LeSabre 1992 to 2005 with the GM 3800 Series 2 5.6 engine. This next one isn't flashy. It isn't a high-revving sports car engine, but it might just be the most reliable American engine of the modern era. The GM 3800 Series 2 5.6 is an absolute legend, found in countless Buicks, Pontiacs, and Oldsmobiles. This simple pushrod V6 is the definition of bulletproof. GM had been producing versions of this V6 since the 60s, and by the time the Series 2 came out, they had perfected it. It had a cast iron block, a simple design with fewer moving parts to fail, and it was engineered to just run smoothly and quietly for hundreds of thousands of miles. It's the engine your grandma drove, and it's the reason her 20-year-old Buick LeSabre is probably still running perfectly today. For sheer drama-free longevity, the 3800 V6 is nearly untouchable. Number 3. Chevrolet Camaro Z28 1998 to 2002 with the LS1 V8 engine. When GM introduced the LS1 V8 in the Corvette and Camaro, it changed the game. It was a modern, all-aluminum V8 that was lighter, more powerful, and more efficient than the old iron blocks it replaced. You'd think this leap in technology would come at the cost of reliability, but you'd be wrong. Here's the truth. The LS1 was shockingly durable. Its deep skirt block design, simple pushrod layout, and excellent breathing meant it made big power without straining itself. Enthusiasts quickly discovered these engines could handle massive horsepower upgrades on stock internals and would last for well over 200,000 miles with just basic care. The LS1 was so good, it became the foundation for 2 decades of GM V8s and the #1 choice for engine swaps, for a reason. It delivers an incredible combination of performance and rock-solid reliability. Number 2. Toyota Pickup 1985 to 1995 with the 22RE engine. Our number 2 spot goes to an engine so famously unkillable, it became a global icon of indestructibility. The Toyota 22RE 4-cylinder. This simple, cast-iron engine powered the small Toyota pickups and 4Runners that built the company's reputation for making vehicles that last forever. It's not fast, and it's not sophisticated, but it is as tough as an anvil. The 22RE is what happens when a company prioritizes reliability above all else. These engines are famous for surviving the worst possible abuse. We all remember the Top Gear segment, where they tried to kill a Hilux with a 22RE. They drowned it in the ocean, crashed it, set it on fire, and dropped it from a collapsing building. And you wouldn't believe this, it still started. That wasn't just TV magic. That was a reflection of the engine's real-world, legendary toughness. Number 1. Toyota Supra Turbo, 1993 to 1998, with the 2JZ GTE engine. And here it is, the number 1 spot. The engine that has ascended from mere machinery to full-blown mythology. The Toyota 2JZ GTE. Found in the A80 or Mark IV, Toyota Supra, the 2JZ is the undisputed king of forever-lasting performance engines. The secret is its massively over-engineered, closed-deck cast-iron block. From the factory, Toyota built the bottom end of this inline-six to withstand punishment that other engines could only dream of. The result? The 2JZ can famously handle 700, 800, even 1,000 horsepower without needing to be rebuilt with stronger internals. It's a legend in the tuning world, precisely because it is so unbreakable. But even in stock form, its durability is second to none, delivering twin-turbo performance with the kind of reliability you'd expect from a Camry. It is the perfect storm of immense power potential and god-tier reliability. No other engine has so perfectly blended these two opposing forces, making the 2JZ GTE the ultimate forever-lasting engine. So there you have it, 15 vehicles powered by engines that were built to be timeless. From simple American iron to over-engineered Japanese marvels, these cars prove that longevity is the ultimate feature. But it leaves us with a question. In our new era of complex hybrids, downsized turbos, and the coming age of electric vehicles, have we lost the art of building things to last? What modern engine, if any, do you think could make a list like this 30 years from now? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you for joining us on this journey through automotive history. Until next time, keep those engines running strong.